Love Lesson 9, Being Thankful. Dearest Prime Minister Harper, thank you again for inviting my wife and me to the Bob Hope Suite of the Empress Hotel to talk with you in January of 2006. You were in Victoria with your Conservative Caucus, preparing for your first campaign to become Prime Minister. You'd arrived with many promises, including one to reverse same-sex marriage. As litigants in the case, we appreciated you for inviting us to have a discussion. I started by sharing a petition signed by 134 Ontario law professors advising that you couldn't do this. When all those law professors say you can't, I asked, how will you do it? Will you annul our marriages or somehow cause us to be divorced? You simply crossed your arms over your chest and said, I have my ways. It seemed so mysterious what your ways might be. I hadn't visualized your pending omnibus bills, which bury all sorts of legal changes inside other proposals and get whipped through before we can say, oh dear. My wife explained that the day after we won the legislation, her younger brother, who hadn't spoken to us for 20 years, suddenly called and offered his congratulations. He finally asked all sorts of questions that he had been too fearful to ask us 20 years earlier. Both he and their older brother, who'd also avoided us all those years, said they wanted to come to our wedding. We've been great friends ever since. She pointed out that this seemed to be the very model of family values that you were campaigning on. Do you remember all those Americans who supported you by sending thousands of family values postcards to Canadians, urging them to vote for you? After hearing her family story, you again crossed your arms in protection mode and said, you haven't changed my mind. I'm so proud you're honoring that 2012 caucus vote, defeating your motion to restore what you called the traditional definition of marriage. It's obvious that by standing strong for all Canadian citizens' loving values, you have enabled Canada to be a model for the United States. Even though it's taken them 10 years to pass equal marriage legislation, what a great lesson for everyone. So please, don't let the USA seduce you anymore. You know that true family values are right here in Canada. We can reemerge as a world leader in healthcare, in security, in fabulous food, in energy, in peace, in re-educating prisoners, in honoring our home and native land. Above all, love yourself deeply and fearlessly. Then, with great relief and heartfelt thanks, we can work together, grow together, and celebrate together, guided by wisdom and honesty. Lovingly, Robin.